Alright, much Abrew about nothing time. Playing some GriselDeathVine in Modern. And this hand's actually pretty fine. We got a Faithless Looting, got a Neonate. No Vengevines, no Griselbrands, none of that fun stuff, but we should be able to sculpt our hand pretty well with Faithless Looting. Opponent has a Swamp and Inquisition. Well, now our opponent has a ton of options. They can take anything from this hand. What do you take? Faithless Looting's weird, but it's kind of the high upside play, and then you hope we whiff, but we do have Street Wraith. They just take the Death Shadow. Alright. What's our opponent have? Other than the upkeep stop set and draw step stop set. Let's Bloodstain Mire, crack it, grab a Blood Crypt, untapped, and we're just going to Neonate here, I think. We should be able to set up for a turn 2 Angler, at least. And maybe we draw some Vengevines, or hit some Vengevines off Faithless Looting, or Hollow Ones, or something. Opponent cracks Burnt Catacombs. What are we up against? Abzan? Alright. Temple Garden, Scavenging Ooze. That is obnoxious. There's a Hollow One. Well, this could be a pretty good turn then. We get to Faithless Looting, Street Wraith, hopefully hit a land, Gurmag Angler, Hollow One. So, let's cycle Street Wraith. There's a land. Faithless Looting. Oh, man. Oh, we're so close to the Griselbrand kill. Oh, we didn't hit a fetch, so, well, I guess we can Angler if we get rid of, the Faithless Looting. So, discard Cathartic Reunion, discard Griselbrand, get in with Insolent Neonate, cast Hollow One, 1, 2, 3, 4, sack Neonate, discard Cathartic Reunion, Blood Crypt, untapped, Gurmag Angler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leave Looting and Griselbrand. And maybe our opponent will be too busy dealing with our actual board to exile. And if they don't exile Griselbrand, then we get to Goryo's Vengeance it. And that should end the game. Windswept Heath. So what we're hoping here is our opponent's like, oh, I really need to Maelstrom Pulse, or I really need to Liliana and kill one of these creatures. Alright, opponent does not think that. Forest. Alright, they just go on the full-out exile plan. And now we're just hoping we win with our anglers and such. Well, I'll go attacking. Fatal Push doesn't do much against our board here. Well, I guess Dismember does. Hit our opponent. Down to 8. The problem they have is if we ever draw a fetch, then we get 2 Death Shadows to follow this up. There's a Goyf, which is actually pretty big. Plays a land. Gets in with the Ooze. Is this going wrong? Did our opponent just have exactly the right combination of stuff? Well, let's Thought Seize. Take Lingering Souls, play Death Shadow. At least Death Shadow's big enough to block all of our opponent's stuff at the moment. Opponent's down to 7, although they are going to have Lingering Souls tokens. Man, running into the main deck graveyard hate. Oh, that's unfortunate. The Griselbrand plan does not like main deck graveyard hate. Drew another Lingering Souls from hand. That might just be the death of us. Well, let's get in with Death Shadow. I think trading with a Goyf is fine. Actually, we kill the Goyf. Play another Death Shadow. So now what we're hoping for is basically Faithless Looting. Yeah, opponent gets to keep growing the Ooze. We need Faithless Looting, hit land, discard Griselbrand, but that Scavenging Ooze, and we just don't have main deck removal, so... Oh, that's unfortunate. I think we're just going to die to Spirits, honestly. Yup, opponent hits us to 6, which means they can just double Lingering Souls if they want to, and then we lose. Although I guess that leaves the door open to Griselbrand, or they just draw another Tarmogoyf. Are they going to Lingering Souls? They are not. We draw a Stomping Grounds, and now we can't even attack, and we're definitely dead. Play a tap land, pass the turn. Yeah, now we just lose to Spirits, and one of the things about this deck, while it has explosiveness, it does not have interaction. It's basically just hoping to Goldfish, and running into stuff like main deck Scavenging Ooze certainly hurts that plan quite a bit. Opponent Gets in with the spirits. Yeah, there's just like nothing we can do. We're completely helpless here. We don't have the combo to force through Death Shadow. That's the other thing that gets cut for the GriselDeathVine plan compared to the more traditional builds, if there is such a thing, of the Vengevine deck. Opponent leaving up mana. GriselDeathVine not out. We draw land and we scoop it up. Alrighty then. Whew! Alright, well, this is a so far so bad type of situation. Okay, so how do we not just keep losing? Yes, so what do we possibly do? Opponent's probably going to bring in more graveyard hate, which is going to make GriselDeathVine plan even less consistent, but I don't think we can take out the GriselDeathVine plan, because we don't have... What would we bring in? We bring in, like, 2 big game hunters, Grim Lavamancer... is it possible? I mean, I guess we could just go down that whole plan altogether. Go up, like, Pyroclasms for Lingering Souls and Collective Brutalities. But then we lose the ability to just randomly win with GriselDeathVine. But we actually can interact. Let's try it like that. Alright, we get to play first. And, alright, I mean, this hand is about what we would expect. No Vengevines, but we do have our discard. So, Wooded Foothills, crack it. Get a Blood Crypt, untapped, and Neonate. Pass the turn. At least with Collective Brutality, we can kill a Scavenging Ooze immediately, if we need to. See what we draw. Probably going to try to fire off Cathartic Reunion here to avoid discard. So Verdant Catacombs, crack it. Grab a Blood Crypt, untapped. And yeah, let's just Cathartic Reunion, discard both lands, since we don't have anything good to discard. Get in with Neonate, and pass the turn. Almost to Death Shadow time. No Vengevines, and no GriselDeathVine plan in our deck. Opponent passes. Opponent's got a pretty slow draw. Probably removal heavy. Well, start by getting in with Neonate. Let's just... yeah, let's Collective Brutality Duress Mode. See what's going on over there. Lingering Souls, Fatal Push, Dismember, and Ooze. But no white mana. So let's take Fatal Push, Wooded Foothills, crack it, get a Blood Crypt, untapped, and just play Neonate. If we wait till next turn, we can potentially get Death Shadow out of range of Dismember, which would be nice. There's Tech Edge. So still no Lingering Souls mana, but they can get Ooze down. Opponent passes. Wooded Foothills, so we drop to 8, not enough. So let's Cathartic Reunion, discard Big Game Hunter and land. Might as well Madness Big Game Hunter. Alright, eats Cathartic Reunion, sure. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't kill anything here, but it's better than it going to the graveyard for Ooze to grow on. Draw some new cards. Oh, that's sweet. That's actually pretty good for us. So now we get to... go attacking. Now we get double Hollow One, which is nice. Hit our opponent to 16. Discard the Stomping Grounds. Cast Hollow One. Cast Hollow One. Play Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Well, hopefully this is enough. Opponent has a Swamp. And passes. Well, crack our Foothills. I guess we're out of lands. Yeah, let's Faithless Looting. Discard Vengevine, discard Bloodstained Mire. Do some attacking. Alright, opponent dismembers a Hollow One. Drops to 11, so we'll just run out a Death Shadow. Yeah, opponent gets to start growing their Ooze, which is definitely a problem. Especially since we're running out of ways to lose life. Plays Treetop Village. Having no Shocklands left is actually pretty painful. And passes. Well, let's flashback Faithless Looting, then cycle Street Wraith with looting on the stack. We want to do it this way because if we went the other direction, then our opponent could potentially eat the Faithless Looting in response. We do have one Swamp, right? Well, it doesn't really help us. So discard Street Wraith, discard Bloodstained Mire. Man, this ooze is certainly a problem. Attack, attack. Yeah, that's fine. Hit our opponent. Down to 6. Opponent gets to keep growing the ooze. Man, I miss having Teamer Battle Rage and Become Immense. It's surprising how many games that combo actually won in the original Vengevine deck. So far, I miss that compared to having the potential of a Griselbrand. Opponent has Thoughtseize, takes our Death Shadow. Now we just have so many bad draws. Verdant Catacombs. Oh, that gets our opponent white mana for Lingering Souls. That is certainly a problem. Temple Garden. Untapped. There's Lingering Souls. And we don't have removal. We don't have a way to kill the Scavenging Ooze. What can we draw? Is there anything in our deck that's relevant? I guess our second big game hunter would be nice. Looting doesn't do anything here, so we just gotta pass the turn for now. Next turn we can looting. Man, this ooze has been absolutely dominant these games. That has been... I think we would have won both games had it not been for Scavenging Ooze, but it has just been insanely good. Like this game, our opponent did nothing but ooze and cast a single Dismember, and that was enough. Opponent gets in with the spirits. Yup. Down to 6. Yup. Still has another Lingering Souls flashback for more spirits. There's Lingering Souls. And a Goyf. And a Tech Edge. Well, that's looting. Well, discard Cathartic Reunion. Discard Big Game Hunter. Madness Big Game Hunter. I think this actually gives us a slight chance. Those were good hits. Big Game Hunter and Pyroclasm were two of the cards we really needed. Alright, opponent, yup, eats our looting. Big Game Hunter definitely taking down this ultra annoying ooze. Yep, opponent eats. And then I think we have to pass as not to die, because our opponent has 2 treetop villages they can fire up. So we need to block, chump Goyf, drop to 2 if they attack with all the spirits. Opponent. Alright, hits us to 2. Or to 4, rather. Hits us 4-2. Overgrown Tomb tapped. And passes. So, Insolent Neonate. I think we sack it, discard... Or do we keep a second Pyroclasm? So what's going to happen this turn? We Pyroclasm, kill the spirits, but then we can't attack? Well, we can attack. We can attack with Death Shadow. Our opponent has to block it with something. Well, they block with Treetop Village. Ugh. We have to Pyroclasm. Well, yeah, let's discard. We could hit like a Gurmag Angler or something, which would make our life much easier. Hollow One. Well, now we just have to Pyroclasm. Kill the spirits. So if we attack with Death Shadow, our opponent probably chumps with a Treetop Village. Then the following turn, we have to chump Goyf with Hollow One, drop to 1, and then any blocker loses us the game. The other option is to stay on defense, but then if our opponent draws a removal spell, we lose the game. So I don't know if there's any good options. This costs, what, 3 still? Yeah. Well, I think we're just dead to a removal spell or a blocker, but we might as well attack and keep the pressure on. I think we just have to hope that our opponent doesn't have it, and if we're in that position, we just got to try to shorten the game as much as possible. Because they're more likely to not have it for a turn or 2 than to have it for several turns. So, yep, there's a Treetop Village. Opponent chumps. Yep. Pass the turn. Opponent attacks with Goyf. Our lack of removals, I think, just the death of us. And, more oozes. Yeah, that certainly does it. We draw a Thoughtseize, not relevant, and that's the game. Whoo, boy! Oh, boy. Well, interesting. Man, that main deck graveyard hate, not good for us. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.